We're going to determine whether the triangle below is equilateral, isosceles, or scalene. We're going to use the distance formula to show that. So what we need to do here when we start out is we're going to choose a side. I'm going to start with side AB, and I'm going to find the length of AB by using the distance formula. The distance formula, as a review here, is the square root of the quantity x sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared plus the quantity y sub 2 minus y sub 1 squared. And again, as we did previously, we don't care which point we choose first. We can start with any x value on AB. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sub in, and I'm going to start with A. X is negative 3 minus the x value in point B is 1, the quantity squared, plus 1 minus 2, the quantity squared, and those are the y values of point A and point B. And I'm going to solve this. When I solve this, I go to my parentheses first. I get the square root of negative 3 minus 1 is negative 4, the quantity squared, plus 1 minus 2 is negative 1 squared. And I go through and do my math. Negative 4 squared is 16. Negative 1 squared is 1. And I end up with AB being equal to the square root of 17. We're going to do the same thing for AC. With AC, I will substitute in. AC is the square root of, and I'm going to start at any point. I'm going to start at the A point. Negative 3 minus 0, so those were the x values, the quantity squared, plus the y values, 1 minus negative 1, quantity squared. And I do the same thing here. Do my parentheses first. I get the square root of negative 3 squared, plus 1 minus a negative 1 is 2 squared. And when I solve this, I get the square root of 9 plus 4, which makes the square root of AC, the square root of 13. So right away we know that the triangle cannot be equilateral because we have a square root of 13 and a square root of 17. I'm going to do the same thing for segment BC. So BC will be 1 minus 0, the quantity squared, plus 2 minus a negative 1, the quantity squared. And when I solve this, I get 1 squared plus a 2 minus a negative 1 is 3 squared. So when I solve it again, I get the square root of 1 plus 9, which makes BC the square root of 10. Therefore, because all three sides are different, my triangle is scalene.